All right. How's it going, everybody? Jesse here. Couple quick tips on the remote FX. I'm just going to go through these real quick and then we're going to kind of do a deeper explanation. So, first thing is attack mode, which is only available on the trail or street drive pack. The way that you're going to activate that is while you're in one of the ride modes, so blue, green, or red, you're going to hold up on a touchpad for 2 seconds and then watch for the lights that are kind of zipping up forward and I can still change modes while I'm in this, and that's going to give you 350 watts of boost for a few seconds off the line. So 4 seconds off the line, or 12 seconds if you're pedaling. Let's go down to the white mode to deactivate it. There we are. We've now turned it off by tabbing down to the white mode. Now, not to be confused with rain mode. In order to access rain mode, you're going to tap and hold the center uh, button for 2 seconds, not the touchpad. So let's do that now and watch the lights go off. They come back on with the blue light trickling down like rainfall. So to come out of rain mode, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to hold the center button for 2 seconds. Lights go off, come back on with this like sunshine animation. So now we can use our touchpads again. While we are in rain mode, there we are, now going into rain mode, the touchpads are deactivated. So it's exactly what it's for is rain, Gatorade, sweat, stuff like that. And while it's in rain mode, you can click the center button to cycle through the ride modes. So again, that's just a thorough, quick breakdown of the two modes. Let's go a little bit deeper. Okay, so I'm going to go up to my browser here, and you can see that I have the uh, original instructions for the Ride 50 Trail and Street. Now, you can find this by just going to the FAZUA website, going to the Help Center, and into the Downloads section. Scroll down, you're going to see that there is two different user manuals. There's a Ride 50 Evasion user manual, which is for the older version. And then there's the Ride 50 user manual Trail and Street, the newer versions. So what is the main difference? Well, I'll show you here. If your drive pack has two screws and a triangular cap here that has to be removed in order to access the USB port, you have the Evasion, the older model. We'll go over to the manual here. Notice the manual and the drawing of the drive pack here. Now, the trail and the street are essentially the same internals. They have a little bit different radiator, the heatsink that's externally here. But the pop cap and how you access the USB port is the same on those two. Uh, so um, pretty similar in a sense, but yeah, they both have this pop cap. So if you have that style to access the USB port, then yours is the newer drive pack. And along with either of these remotes, so that's the RX version with the 31/8 clamp. This kind of sits right next to the stem. We've got the BX remote, which is 22.2 clamp. So this is more like for a flat handlebar. This will position next to the grip somewhere. And then we've got the FX remote for frame. This is going to be in the top tube of a lot of bikes, road bikes on the market. Yeah, all three of these use touchpads. So let's use the Control F feature here and find attack. And right off the bat in the table of contents, we can see there's a section here using the remote, support levels, attack function, rain mode, and also restarting the drive system. So we're going to kind of go through those real quick. So I want to just click on attack function. I'm going to exit out of the finder here so all the attack words are no longer highlighted. And let's break it down. So what is attack mode? Well, attack mode is 350 watts that it gives you. How does it give it to you? Well, you've got to hold the touchpad, the upper touchpad, for 2 seconds to go into the attack mode. And what does it give you? Well, if you're at a standstill, so from a stoplight or stop sign, and you turn on attack mode, it's going to give you 4 seconds of boost or attack. If you're riding the bike, so maybe you're trying to catch up to the group or you're trying to break away from the group, it's going to give you 12 seconds of this 350 watts. Okay. So let's go back over that real quick. I've got the remote right here in my hand. It's currently in the blue mode. I'm going to hold up on the for touchpad or not. Let's try it again. Well, not sure what's going on here. Maybe my hand's touching it. Seems we've lost all communication here. Oh, well, that's my fault. We're still in rain mode. Duh. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to hold the center button for 2 seconds. There's the sunshine animation. We know we are now in regular ride mode. Now I can hold up on the upper pad. And there we go. We've now entered the attack mode. I can again go through the blue, red, go down to green. But as soon as I go to white mode, bam, deactivates the attack mode. Uh, so th- let's compare that with the reading here on rain mode. So here's the details on rain mode, which, does break it down, but ultimately what it's going to show you is, hey, once you enter rain mode, you can click the center button to go through breeze, river, rocket, no support, and then back through. And it's going to allow you to still cycle through those modes. So we're going to try that now. Hold the center button for 2 seconds. There's our blue trickling light like rain. We've now deactivated the touchpads. So let's go to the final step here, restarting the drive system now. There's a couple ways you can restart the drive system. You can take the drive pack out and power cycle the battery. So you're going to turn the battery off, turn the battery on. I usually do that a couple times, put it back in the bike. That's a good way to do it. However, if you have the new hardware and your bike is fully updated, you can restart it by holding down on the center button for 8 seconds. So let's do that here. Give it about 8 seconds. You can see it came out of rain mode there, but I'm still holding it. Now all lights went off. Now notice that single flash on the top there. That single flash means that uh, the battery had turned off and turned back on. Okay, so let's try that again. I'm going to hold this for 8 seconds. It does do kind of rain mode and stuff like that as we hold for that 8 seconds. There we go, all lights off. Now watch for the single flash. There it is. That means the battery is now rebooted. Now we can click the center button and turn the bike on. So 3 quick features to run down on the newer hardware, which is attack mode, restarting the system. Rain mode is really just going to apply to these type of remotes. It doesn't matter what drive pack you have. Rain mode is really just part of these touchpad type remotes, so it's really inherent or built into those. So anyhow, 3 tips and tricks to give you there. That's all I have. Thanks everyone. We'll see you.